Hey y'all, in this video I want to share with you all these plants that I got off of clearance, but these came from Walmart, my local Walmart. Yes, and as you can see here, we've got a snake plant, sago palm, and this big bad boy here, Fiddle Leaf Fig. Now with these two over here, they look nice and pretty now, but trust me, I did not record me cleaning and doctoring these up, but they definitely did not look like this when I first got them, and this has been several weeks now. So they have been showing signs of life, so I decided that I would try to clean them up and just see what they're going to do. Actually, this snake plant here was in a planter pot, much larger than what I have here. It was not in a decorative pot at all, and if I'm not mistaken, I paid $7 for this snake plant here. And when I tell you it was bare root, no roots at all, it was literally no roots at all. So if you were to go on Etsy or eBay or somewhere, and you purchase like a bare root with not a clipping or anything like that, but a bare root, like no roots at all, this is exactly what this snake plant looked like. It pretty much it hasn't grown or anything since I've had it, but this is basically exactly how it looked. And I put it in this little small decorative pot, and I just have it sitting in a like bright light with shade area, and it's been doing okay thus far. So we will track the progress together, so stay tuned. Sago palm, it looked a whole lot different than what it's looking right now. Down here in this area, there were a bunch of brown stems that were or fronds or whatever they're called, that were basically hanging down. So in order to clean it up, I used my shears and cut all of that off. And when I went to repot it, this had some roots on it that weren't all that healthy looking. So I trimmed back a lot of that and ended up repotting it. The soil mixture that I use is fairly simple. I don't do anything special. I just basically use topsoil that you can get from your local Walmart, but I am a huge fan of perlite. I think that perlite saves the day for any type of soil mixture that you use. You don't need a bunch of fancy anything to try to make your plants grow. So that's basically what I've done there. Now, in terms of this Fiddle Leaf Fig here, this is the big boy, the main reason for the video. As you can see, with this one, oh, and just to backtrack, this sago palm here, I paid about $7 for it as well. Now this Fiddle Leaf Fig, I paid $10 for it. Yes, $10. And this was a couple weeks ago, and it looks exactly the way that today it looks the same way as when I bought it. Okay, none of the leaves have dropped off. The way that they're drooping right now up top is the same way that it looked when I purchased it. There's no new growth at all. I'll give you a close-up. I thought that maybe at one point I was gonna see some new growth, but there's none. Okay, now what I've done with this plant since I have had it, I've taken it out of the nursery pot. It didn't seem like it was waterlogged, but just because all of the Fiddle Leaf Fig gurus say that you want to be careful with watering, blah 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 blah, I just took it out and I set it in this pot here that you see, and there's nothing else in it. And I just said I would just let it just air out and then just see what it would do. I wasn't going to water it. I wasn't going to repot it right away. I wasn't going to do anything at all to it. Now, what you see here is just basically a bamboo skewer. I'm too cheap to buy a moisture meter, and with the reviews that I've seen on it, that sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I just said I wasn't gonna fool with trying to purchase one. I was gonna just go old school, old fashioned, use the bamboo skewer, and it has worked. It has worked very, very well. Okay, now I'll give you a close-up of what the stem looks like. These are some of the leaves. This is what you have. So yeah, you guys, tell me if you would have paid $10 for this. I certainly would, because I did. But there you have it. More for us to track the progress on. As soon as there's an update, if I see some interesting activity going on with these 3 here, I will definitely let you know. But until then, I will talk at you a little later. Bye.